Monday is Mo Day, his moment of truth. Friday is court day, she fresh in the booth. Hump day's exciting, your friends may say how. Getting you through, it's Lloyd with Wednesday Wow. Monday is Mo Day, his moment of truth. Friday is court day, she fresh in the booth. Hump day's exciting, your friends may say how. Getting you through, it's Lloyd with Wednesday Wow. Yo, what up? Welcome to the Wednesday Wow. Lloyd here. Hope everybody's doing okay. Today is January the 23rd, 2019. I hope your year is moving the way you want it to move and things are happening for you the way you want them to happen, the way you've planned for them to happen, the way you've prayed for or meditated for those things to happen, the way you have aligned your steps to make those things happen. I'm hoping that it's working well in your favor. And if it's not, slow down a little bit. Right? Slow down a little bit and take it back to the drawing board. It's okay. It's okay to slow down and rewrite those goals. It's okay to slow down and rewrite that action plan. It's okay to do that. So one of the best things that I've learned from Recovery for Life, and there's tons of things that I've learned from Recovery for Life, is that if things ain't going the way you want them to go, you have the right to start over. You can just start over at any given time. Nobody can tell you when you can start over. That's 100% up to you. Anyhow, we live in this world where everything is happening quickly, right? Everything from driving in your car to a quick meal so you can get to your next appointment, to conversations. People sometimes rather text instead of call you. Everything is just so instantaneous. You can be, I was talking to some young folks and they were talking about how they can listen to someone give a presentation, and during that presentation, they're on their phones fact checking with Google. Happens instantaneous. When back in the day, we had to get an encyclopedia or read for a while so we could fact check this information. So this world is kind of shaping us to move quickly. I get that. But slow down a little bit. Have you ever found yourself in your car, you're driving, you're on the phone, you're trying to get a quick bite to eat? That's too much stuff. Slow down, all right? And when you slow down, try to do things or plan your life a little more deliberately, right? Do things more deliberately. A good friend of mine, Bible Boy, Stephen Frazier, he was putting on Facebook a while ago some meal preps and whatnot because he slowed down. He slowed down and he started planning the way he was eating for himself, right? Those are that's just like an example of what slowing down can do for you, because this man he's transformed his health by doing so. So it's just a couple of little nuggets I want to leave with you. One nugget is if you find yourself all over the place, and I learned this again, Recovery for Life, Beth Paget, shouts to Beth Paget. One of the things that helped me slow down is we were doing this workshop about being in the moment. We were doing this about just being right here, right now, just being here. Because sometimes we can be here, but we're thinking about a light bill. We're thinking about a conversation we had. We're thinking about what we're going to say when this person stops talking. We're thinking about a grandmother. We're thinking about a relationship. So we're not really in the moment. We're all over the place, right? We're worrying about this. We're stressing about that. So one of the things that I've learned to do is to say what I'm doing. This is a training that I got directly from great people. And it's kind of like if you go to the sink and you washing your hands, in your brain, you can say something like, I'm turning on the water. You can touch the water and say, oh, the water is kind of cold. I'm going to wait for it to warm up a little bit. And I'm going to put my index finger under the water and wait for it to cool off or warm up. And you can say, I'm putting some soap on my hands. I'm lathering my hands up. I'm going to lather them up really good. All of this stuff helps us stay here, right? That's one of the pieces I think that is crucial to slowing down, is you got to be here in order to slow down. Because moving fast, we're gone. We take off like with the speed of light, right? So in order to be here, in order to slow down, it's important to be here. When I was going through in my recovery, and this is a special shout out to people living in recovery from whatever it is that you're recovering from. My personal recovery is from mental illness. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia about 20 years ago now. But one of the things that happened for me is I would go into my doctor's appointments, right? And all of this is about my future. So I'm talking about from now until from then into the rest of my life. We're talking about I'm in this doctor's appointment and decisions are being made that are going to impact the rest of my life. So I would go in there and I would listen to what the doctor has to say and then I would leave, and that was pretty much what I would do. Nobody's fault but my own. I would just go in, I would listen, and I would just keep it moving. And then a wise man once said to me, he said, why aren't you taking note of how you're feeling on a daily basis? Why aren't you taking note of what those symptoms are that you experience on a daily basis? What times of day those symptoms are more prevalent? Why aren't you taking note of these things so that when you do go see that psychiatrist or that doctor or that psychologist or that therapist, you can report that this is what I've been experiencing. This is how it's coming about. And it puts you in so much more control of your recovery, the direction of that recovery, your treatment even. You become a major player in your treatment when you can, for lack of better words, advocate for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Speak out for yourself and speak up for what you want, what's working and what's not working. How is the medication working? What times do you get sleepy after you take it? Is your appetite increasing? All of these things require us to slow down so that we can write those things out. Slow down. Make it my business to slow down and write it down. This happened and I felt that. This time of night, this right here happened and it was a little strange and I wasn't sure what it was. All of this lines us up to be more of an advocate for ourselves, but you gotta slow down in order for it to happen. All right. Make sure you check out Lady Simone with the Fresh Friday. Make sure you check out Mo with the Mo's Monday Moment. That's my Wednesday Wow. Till next time, be easy.